who compiled my CS file? And second question, Sandeep, if we write here a destructor, so can you prove me a destructor convert into finalize? I said yes. So let me write destructor first. Program. So we have a major namespace. So first of all, look at here. A CSC is a class. And we can't use this class in .NET ID. It is primarily meant for intentionally you can use from command prompt. Look at not to be directly from your program. It's only for the command line argument you can use. If you open the .NET environment, whether I'm VC or ASP.NET, you have written the C# there. So Microsoft dot a C# namespace. First, dot this class plays a major role. C# code provider. So using this class, you can compile your CS file. Okay. Okay. And so we have one more namespace, a system.codedom system.codedom.compiler namespace. Okay. Show me. So I'm showing you. So this class, iCode compiler. This interface plays a major role. So overall, one interface called iCode compiler from compiler namespace, and second Microsoft .C# namespace is having the class called C# code provider. These two plays a major role for intentionally compiling the CS file and converting into exe or DLL depends. So the build option internally encapsulating this kind of infrastructure like namespace, and those they helps for compiling the CS file. Okay. So can I write a code for this? No, carry on. No. Now show me your destructor, how destructor converts into your, I just wanted to see how finalize is a virtual. If it is a virtual, it should be override. I just told you, sir, it's an exceptional case in a part one. Even though function mark as a virtual, you can't override. Now, so let me first remove all the unwanted namespace from the program and just go for copy this one and come back to Notepad. Why I open the ID and just save this program. I've just told you we have CSC compiler we can use intentionally from the command prompt. It gives me privileges. I just go to any folder. I'm making a folder. I'm just making a folder called test C sharp. No, test C#. I'm saving this file. It's called test.cs. So if I come back to command prompt, the developer command prompt, fine. So I'm moving to F drive, cd test C#. Okay. So look at my file. So now I'm compiling the program by CSC compiler, but I can't use this compiler as a class in .NET environment. So we have Microsoft.C# namespace and second called system.codedom.compiler namespace. So these two namespace based classes helps for the compiling a CS. Okay. CS file. Okay. So CSC space. Show me where is the finalize first. So I'm showing you. Now. So now program is compiled. Now I'm getting the exe. I'm getting exe, sir. Now open this exe. ILDS. Break this exe. Break this exe. Go to final. Go to target folder. It's called F drive. I'm given the name called test. C#. Sir. Exe. I'm now look at. I'm having the class called program. And look at So the destructor converted into finalize. No. I know it's converted into finalize. Is it marked as a virtual? I want to see first. So look at virtual. So I can't override this method during the program. So finalize. So destructor convert into finalize. Fine. And finalize is basically a function. It's a basically virtual function we cannot override. But this function is basically plays a major role for garbage collection. But I can't take control of this function for handling the memory explicitly. It comes automatic. We'll try to close the program because destructor never calls during the program. We try to lose the scope, and that time this function comes. So only CLR can override this method. Okay. Can you open the Microsoft documentation? I just wanted to know. Sure, sir. Show me. Finalize. Finalize in C# in MSDN. Only open MSDN, please. So look at here. So my topic was today, what is the role of object class? So object class plays a low-level services for my class. So it allow an object try to free resources and perform cleanup operations before it is reclaimed by garbage collection. No, forget that, Sandeep. You show me where it is written. You can't overwrite. So it will take time to find. No problem. You carry on. So the object.finalize method does nothing by default. Okay, but you should override. Sandeep, it's written there. You should. So just let me complete. You should override finalize only if necessary and to release the resources. Reclaiming memory tends to take much longer if finalize operation runs because it requires at least 2 garbage collections. In addition, you should override the finalize method for reference type only. The common language runtime only finalizes the reference type if it ignores finalizers on value types. Okay, it ignores finalizers on value types. Okay, value type. Good. Second point. But something you haven't shown me, you can't override. So I got one point at least. It ignores finalizers on value types. So if I say value type, so there is no feature of finalize. So the scope of a finalize method is protected. Got it? You should maintain this unlimited scope when you override this method in your class. By keeping a finalize method protected, you prevent users. Okay, now move down. Oh yes, the C# compiler. Oh yes. Note the C# compiler does not allow to override finalize method. Okay. Where it is gone, Sandeep? I'm just showing you, sir. Clicks intentionally, not intentionally. I'm showing you. The C# compiler does not allow you to override the finalize method. Instead, you provide a finalize by implementing a destructor for your class. The destructor automatically call a destructor of base class. Okay. So C++ provides so garbage collection is not deterministic. We do not know precisely when the garbage collector performs finalization to release a resource immediately. You can also choose to implement dispose pattern called iDisposable interface. Okay. So I've told you, sir, you can't override this method. So, however, all it can be only this finalize cannot be called during this. So finally, we got an idea. I have given the 2 major points. So C# value type ignores the finalize, and the finalize you can't overwrite. because it's written clearly in Microsoft MSDN. You can't override the finalize. Now, Sandeep, you said extension doesn't matter. So I'm giving test.css. Change the file name, even though I'm giving file name, suppose amar.cpp. Is it fine? Yeah. No. Come back to command prompt. Show me. Show me how you can compile. The extension is not CS. Show me first folder structure. So I'm showing you. dir. So look at the file name is amar.cpp csc C# compiler space amar.cpp. So no problem at all. It makes exe. It makes exe. Show me. Is it exe, Sandeep? No, sir. It's not exe. Then why they have given extension called exe? Sir, this is this time assembly. It's not exe. Amar.exe is not exe. It's not executable file, sir. It's not a C++ where I'm getting exe is executable file. It's not executable file, sir. It's just assembly. Unless and until if you don't go for involving a GIT compiler and convert the entire code of this exe into native code. So once your program, once your this amar.exe uses GIT, then this file is going to convert into executable file. This time it's not a basically executable file. It's just basically just said to be assembly. So this exe is not basically having a machine code unless and until if your exe is not having a binary or machine code, it is never said to be executable. What is this? Then what is this? It's just assembly. It's just assembly. It's just assembly having 4 parts, having 4 content. Can you show me? Yeah, I can show you. Assembly content. Assembly. Assembly. Content. So look at. It's not an exe, it's just an assembly. It has either DLL or exe. It has 4 parts: the manifest, the metadata, and the IL and the resource. It's just an assembly, not a executable file. Unless and until if I don't involve the GIT to convert into native code or a CPU-based code, it's not executable. Can you show me where is the IL in this file? Sure, sir. There's a one tool. So by this tool, we can go to file and Sandeep, show me IL. Where is IL in this exe? You just said now this exe is not basically executable file. It's just a assembly. So I'm showing you. So I'm moving to F drive and same folder test, a test C#, and you can have anyone, either this or this, doesn't matter. Now go. So look at dump. Dump is an option. It gives me IL from this exe. Can you show me? Yeah, I can show you. Look at dump IL. Okay, okay. So it is a basically low level language. You mean to say yes. So this exe consists your IL as a low level, not a machine code. Unless and until if I don't have the GIT compiler. Oh yes. Can you tell me, Sandeep, GIT can have multiple kinds of GIT. We have Econo GIT, Engine GIT. So .NET, your uses which kind of GIT? Because we know we have OPT IL GIT, we have Econo GIT, or we have Engine GIT. So can you give me a list of GITs and which is the best for optimization process purpose? Okay, sir. Now look at. So I'm saving. I'm giving a file name called any name. I'm giving a Vinod. So look at. Now I'm saving this file. So I'm showing you the IL file. I just extracted the Just to prove it's not a exe, it's just an assembly. And I've just given you proof by the Microsoft site is called assembly. Okay, so now whether exe or DLL doesn't matter, fine. So, and even though you want to see, do one thing, open this program and just remove the main, intentionally. Now save this program and give other name, doesn't matter. I'm giving a name SUCHI dot CSS, doesn't matter. I'm saving this file. I'm just moving back to command prompt. I'm writing T for target, colon, library, space, uh, file name, dot CSS. So I'm getting a DLL. I'm getting a DLL, sir. But it's not basically a DLL in binary. Look at DLL. Now you're happy. I'm showing you Microsoft site. Now it's a DLL. It's not basically binary file. It's just having an IL code. It's called intermediate code. Can you show me? Sir, I've just shown you. No, you can show me from DLL. Same thing. File, open, and go to your same folder, F drive, and just go to test a C sharp. Okay. And now open this DLL. It's the same thing. No problem. Dump and go to save. And give name called S. Only S. Doesn't matter. Save. Now come, show me IL. Show me IL. So I'm showing you two things, IL and res. So basically, we have four parts, the manifest and the metadata and the IL and the res. Res means resource. And if you have multiple resource, it is said to be globalization, it's multilingual, it is said to be satellite assembly. Okay, so resource is a cultural. I can have different resource, EN-US, Hindi, Arabian, Bengali, we can have multiple kind of resource. If you have multiple REST file, it is said to be globalization. It's a localization, not a globalization. Fine. Okay. So